places that you know seem like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Do you know what? Said Percy one day. What? Do you know what? Of course I don't know what's what, said Gordon. If you don't tell me, after all. I think the fat controller needs another engine, said Percy. Rubbish, said Gordon. If the fat controller gets another engine, it'll be just one other munchkin to deal with. After all, you and Thomas are enough to handle. James agreed with Gordon.
Ever since my incident with that signal, said Percy, I've been a laughingstock. Things kept going wrong. The coaches and trucks wouldn't behave, and by the end of the afternoon he was bored, sick, and tired. What's the matter, Percy? Said the fat controller.
I'm overworked, sir, said Percy. I'm so overworked that I can't tell if I'm standing on my wheels or on my boiler.
You seem to be the right side up to me, he said. Tell you what, Percy. You work on Thomas and Toby's branch line from now on, fixing the new harbour. I've gotten a new engine to take your place at the station. He's bigger than you, and can take the coaches and trucks around easier.
Oh, thank you, sir,
said Percy happily. When the new engine came, he introduced himself. What is your name? Said the fat controller. Montague, sir, he said, but I'm usually called Duck. The engine said I wobbled like one, and the name just stuck. Then Duck it shall be. Percy, please show Duck around the yard.
With pleasure, sir,
said Percy cheerfully. Duck and Percy worked well together. The trucks had no nonsense against them. I'm sorry to say the same wasn't with the engines. He's a good chap, said Gordon, so let's tease him about it. The engines made quacking noises around Duck, ordered him about, and blew steam at him. It was very inappropriate. One day, Duck and Percy had enough. Did they tell you to do things? Said Duck to Percy.
They do,
said Percy. Unspeakable things.
Well, this has gone enough.
I'm putting my wheel down. The fat controller was having a nice evening with tea and crumpets in his office. He had just walked out of his office when all of a sudden, there was Duck and Percy blocking the points to their shed. What's the meaning of this? Said the fat controller. You see, sir, said Duck, we were standing up for ourselves because the bigger engines act like we're useless. Mostly because you're the controller of the railway, and they boss us about like they're your job. Silence! Snapped the fat controller. Well, I appreciate you standing up for yourselves, Duck, Percy. I am not happy with your actions. Gordon and Henry snickered to each other, before changing their mode when the fat controller turned to them. As for you three, he said, I am the controller of this railway, and you will do as you are told, and not give orders to other engines. Percy soon went away on Thomas's branch line, and Duck kept the engines in order. It went so easily.